My name is Kesten, Christian Kesten. Yeah, I am from Berlin, in Germany. And what else?
You're an artist?
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm an artist, composer, performer, vocalist. Yeah.
This 60-year-old woman was walking along Fifth Avenue when she heard this voice from above. You will live to be 100. She looked around and didn't see anyone. Again she heard, you will live to be 100.
It's a little bit difficult to say what I do because what I do is between the categories. I come from music, let's say experimental music. I'm very much influenced by the work of Cage, which was an early impact to my thinking. I always think of them, and I always write scores of my pieces so that also other people can perform them. So in this sense, I'm really a composer. Or another piece is the tongue piece, releasing the tongue. There's only one protagonist, which is the tongue. I open my mouth and my mouth becomes like a stage. And there's just this one being, the tongue, which first you can see movements and you can hear movements like slaps. And then later the tongue starts to articulate. So it is to show the relation, how does the tongue look like, what does the tongue do, and what is the tongue doing for us, like language, and how is this related, that we just have this strange thing in our mouth which produces also articulation and language and communication. And not very much. No, I'm not very much into electronic stuff. I'm very old-fashioned guy in this sense. I think maybe if you ask me this, I was never really aware of it, but maybe it is a little bit of a reaction. I can't stand, although, for example, Nam June Paik, I really have absolute respect to this artist, but somehow his video installations are totally overwhelming. I mean, I want to keep things very simple because something else occurs or comes out from this.
Or she thought that was the voice of God. I've got 40 more years to live. So off she went to the plastic surgeon. She got everything fixed from head to toe.
It also leads you to this, in this sense, multimedia thing or multi-sensoric experience that it's not only the ears, it's not only listening, but it's also watching, or that all these sounds are produced through activities. So it's the body which produces a sound, it's an activity which produces a sound. So that's why I think it's so important to integrate all these ways of perception into one piece. That's not only about sound, but it's also about how do you perform the sound, or what do you see when you perform the sound. I was last year in Los Angeles for a month, and I started working with video there. And what I did was, I call it video audio field recording. Where I happened to be by chance, and I thought these spots are interesting sound-wise, I just filmed them. Like I have a piece which I performed tonight, it's filmed in the restroom of a cafe. And there was a ventilator, and outside of the restroom there was a band playing. So, and what you have as an image is just this ventilator in this kind of hippie cafe in Santa Monica with violet things and also like stuff in the restroom. And you just have this image and just this sound, and then I composed some voice. And I did other pieces like for small groups. In one piece I just filmed the back entrance of Dodger Stadium, which is a baseball stadium in Los Angeles. And there was a helicopter. You don't see the helicopter, you just hear the helicopter. And the helicopter has very clear pitches. And then I composed violin, which goes like against this helicopter in a glissando. and other instruments just playing simple pitches in this. So I produced a sound texture for this helicopter and the instruments. Actually, I didn't know about it before, but in Los Angeles I came to know the work of James Benning, who's a filmmaker. You have a total slowness in these films. You sit it's really for cinema. You sit in the cinema, and you just have the time to watch for. Sometimes I think it's even longer. The films I saw were like 2 minutes 30 seconds, I think, and very formal. Each is the same, and you have time to watch it, and so you get in another state of mind, in another state of perception, through this slowness. And it's so simple, and I like this simpleness because then you start to see differently, and it suddenly becomes richer.
When she left the plastic surgeon's office, she got hit by a bus, died, and went up to heaven. She asked God, "You told me I would live to be 100. I was supposed to have had 40 more years. So how come you let the bus kill me?"
I plan to do a piece for what I did in Los Angeles. I want to do in Berlin, or it could be in any other city. But to have time, like 6 months or something, to wander, just to wander in a city and to film spots, and then to have all this video material, and to compose it, to combine it then again with instruments, and to have it more like an installation piece, that you have the videos also simple and maybe just rarely in different sizes. Maybe one is big like in a cinema, but others are very small. And the audience can be in this whole space, and yeah, this is a project with a video.
God said, "I didn't recognize you." Mille grazie.